millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. First down, Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Set, ready? 18 Gators. We got it. Switch. 25. Check 25. Check 25. He's got it. There. Go.
Now Jones. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And got his man, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 54 Mike. Check up. 64. Tighten up.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now the first carry for Bush. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack.
Ready? 60 or 54. Go, go. Clear.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
2nd and 9 now. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
10-2 stop. Slam. Hey, switch gears. Rock it. Snap.
Now Chubb running right, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Down to lose 1. 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Ricky. Slam. Look. Screen. Check 3. Deuce. Check.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Jones now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Check 4. Out. Sponge. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Good job, fellas.
That's the end of the first quarter.
7-7, our score after one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the run, watch the run. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Check, 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 check. Joker, 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 joker. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Whip, 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 whip. Leo. Check 13.
2nd and long. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
54, right there, 54 Mike. And let's pin the mirror. Look at me. Go. Check 37, check 37. Switch. SOS. Hey, Orbit.
Now Jones, off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Check the hot read. 6 game, lock it.
On 4th down, Jones. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
So the awareness of knowing where the first down marker is not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that, too, and they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench and with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them, and now you've got to regroup and play again.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
65. Check it back.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Pick your game up. Shift. Hey, watch it. Kill. Hey, 36.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Let's go.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, crunch, right.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Brooks now to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 56 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go! 60 or Smith!
51 the mic, 51 the mic.
Don't let it breathe! Don't let it breathe! Play the tight deep! Go! Check 15, check 15.
Jones now operating from the gun, and he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing Jones. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, Carter. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill.
Looking to throw. Brooks. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Brooks on third down. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll get 34 yards there.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Brooks to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mark 50 seconds. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bush. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Bang, 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 bang. Check 31. Check 31. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 26. Check 26. Watch the safety creep.
Now Brooks, off play action. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go. Set. 10 logo. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Check, 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 check. Check. Switch, switch. Check 24. Check 24. Jim.
They run it again with Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Hey, echo.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On second down, here's Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. Ooh, with a juke. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill. Check three, check three, check three.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 11-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. You go take.
Again, it's Barkley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Turn the engine. Blue down. Blue down. Echo, echo. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, watch that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Showing up. Showing up. Slam, slam, slam.
On first down, it's Bush. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Again, this is Bush. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Brooks looking to throw on second down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Bush. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. They go with Chubb on second down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Ready? 50, plant.
Mott's 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Bravo.
56.
Right on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mike Evans. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Saints 27, Giants 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go. You is you. It comes to me, it's me. Check three. Deuce. Yeah.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Bush on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Brooks now throwing on 4th down. He's going to look deep down the field. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Matchbox white.
The give running right is Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Check, 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 check. Joker, 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 Joker. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Back to throw. Brooks. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready? Mike 54. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check that. Switch.
Throw right side complete to Carter. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 30 yards there. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
They'll run on first down. Bush. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. Sanders' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for New Orleans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date.
come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handle, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.